So, hi, Amo.
Hi, Rishi.
So, Amrita, tell us about your background, who you are, what you do, and things like that.
So, my name, you call me Amu, but my name is Amrita Singh. And I'm the founder of a company called Back to Source Coaching, where we basically work with individuals and organizations, which I like to believe that we support the journey of evolution for individuals and organizations. And we do that in three different ways or three verticals that we have. One is coach education, wherein we train people to become ICF certified coaches. So we run a couple of ICF certified programs, which I run with who I call my spiritual partners from across the world. And then we do one-on-one coaching, which is leadership coaching in a one-on-one format and a one-to-many format, which could be team or group coaching. And the third thing that we do is in an organizational context, we build what is called soulful organizations through the leadership development route, wherein we work with organizations in larger teams and support them to build cultures that are more humane, awaken the spirit at work, different ways that you call it. But for me, the underlying thread that connects it all, and which is why I enjoy this work, is because it's an opportunity to take a deeper dive into yourself. And coaching is the modality, but it's all of it is just an excuse for personal mastery.
Wow, very well said. And I think you covered a lot of things and people will get a good idea of what you do. So, you as a coach, and specifically deep coach, right? Before we got on board, I think sometime at the beginning of this year, you were getting clients and you were doing your workshops and all of that stuff. Um, what were some of the challenges that you faced, which you can now see has been solved, that you didn't know how to solve? And because I'm sure a lot of coaches might be facing these kind of challenges, and it's only when people like you can talk about it that they will be able to relate to it. So let's talk about the challenges that you faced before you got to know about this solution that I set up for you.
So I'll frame it with a little bit of a context.
Yes.
Is the way that I have always grown my business, and which the way that I'm most comfortable in growing my business, and I've run a business prior to this, which I sold, is really organically, and let it grow organically, let it grow through word of mouth, and that's really how I've built my business, and that's what I feel comfortable with. And so when I started Back to Source Coaching in 2018, and we were offering some of the programs, we basically were growing it through people who we knew, and then they would send other people, and that's how we would grow the business organically. Somewhere, I think around 23, 24, I decided that, I really want to build this. I think it was a time when I turned 50 years. And I realized that what I'm offering has infinite value, but I also recognize that I have finite time. And so I decided that I want to build this as an enterprise. And in building it as an enterprise, I expanded the scope of my offerings. And whilst it was still organic and people were coming for it, there was a program that I had to cancel because I didn't have the numbers to run that program. And then my good friend and working spouse, Monica, said, why don't I speak to Rishi? And of course, I spoke to Rishi, who's my childhood friend and my techie dude, and everything that I go to you for anything related to technology, to see how can I leverage technology to solve what I thought was a problem. Because everyone who I knew within my immediate circle of influence or reach had heard about the program. Some of them had done the program, and I'm not somebody who likes to push people to do the program or partake of any of our services. If there's a resonance, they come and engage with us. And I definitely wanted to keep that resonance part of it, but I didn't know who else I can take this work out to. And I felt that what we're offering has really this infinite value, and that people should at least know about it. Then if they take the decision to do it with us, that's their decision. But I was feeling like my whole pipeline, if you were to call it in a salesy way, had run dry. And I didn't know if there's any which way I could expand this or increase this, which is when I reached out to you. And like all things, you solved everything for me.
Yeah, so actually, one of the things that there's nobody searching for coaches, although they need it, they have no idea that they need it until they come across some, like how you do these Zoom webinars, and they're like, oh, this is what it's about. I'd like to know more about it. And it's like people don't know what it is that people like you do.
Yeah.
And so and since nobody's searching for it, how do you increase that pipeline? And
Yeah.
that's why told you about the LinkedIn outreach, which you then said, let's go for it. Now, as a result of the LinkedIn outreach, what is the first thing that you began to notice that was different and better than compared to before? And talk to us a little bit about that.
So I would say that I feel that as a coach, and for those who are listening, I'm ICF certified MCC coach. So it's the highest level of coach certification. And so it's to think that people will just come to you because you've done all the certifications that are there is the biggest fallacy. Unless you don't put yourself out there, there's nobody who's going to really even know that you exist.
Correct.
So I think the first thing is to put yourself out there, which is what I was doing even before I met with you. But then to get people to see you who don't know about you in the past was where I faced that speed bump. And then when we started with LinkedIn outreach, and of course with you the trust is implicit, and I said, you said try this, and I said okay, I'll try it, and we started off, right? And like I was speaking about the resonant piece, I was clear that I don't want to do some mass emailing. I don't want to do like just one outreach to anybody and everybody who's got 2 feet and walking. I definitely want to make the invitation for people to experience the work. And if they feel a resonance, they should join, or they should, whenever they're ready, they can come in. With LinkedIn outreach, what happened was suddenly oh, there are so many people who didn't know about me or didn't know that I existed. And so my universe suddenly just expanded.
Right.
And what it did for me at a personal level is that the confidence that I felt, oh God, no one's going to come for a program. What's going to happen? We're like running dry. That confidence came back to say that, what you're doing is great. Keep doing it. And here is a way in which there will never be a time when there will be people who don't know what you're doing. And when they're ready, they will come. So you keep doing the good work. Let Rishi do his good work of LinkedIn outreach. And when somebody's ready, it'll be a match made in heaven. So I think it got my confidence back, number one. Two is I fell in love with technology all over again. Is because I was having so much fun interacting and talking to people who I don't know at all.
Right.
But who may be interested in this. And suddenly there was this exchange of people, and I found that I had to literally put only 1 hour on LinkedIn now. Don't spend more time over there, because there were so many people who were replying back and saying that, yeah, we'd like to know more. Then you have to send them some more information. And then I again reached back to you and said, how do I optimize my time? Right. And then you taught me something else, which was that text blazer, which felt like complete magic. I just typed FSREC and the Fireside recording would go off to people. Right. So I felt like, a little child in one magic box that you had created, and I was having a blast doing it and growing my database with the people who felt that they were interested. So I would say that, again, what I've learned in management school long time, you have to qualify a lead. That qualification of that lead was happening because of this LinkedIn outreach, because of making the invitation, sending them this thing which was so easy with this text blaze that you taught me to, and then inviting them in for a series of different offerings, which were experiential. Come and experience it.
Right.
If you like it, keep going.
Right.
And from having 10 and 12 people sign up for any of our experiential offering, it went to 200 the first time, right?
Correct.
And we had a capacity only for 100 people.
Correct.
And we were not even prepared for that on Zoom to have like more than 100 people.
Right.
And so one of the first webinars that we did, we had 100 people and so many people knocking at the door. So for the next webinar, we had to tell them that, look, we only have a capacity for 100. So please see that you like sign up early, register early, arrive early so that you're let in.
Right.
And then the next webinar, we had again some 90 odd people who joined that
Nice.
webinar. And now we're doing 2 more webinars.
Right.
In both those webinars, we have 87 people who've signed up. And we have another webinar where we have some 63 or 64. I mean, we've never had so many people
Right.
show up for the webinars. And
Lovely.
I think that my role, and with your help, is to bring people to that experience, which is how this has done it. So it's given me my confidence back. It's helped me spread the word and make it visible to so many more people.
Right.
And when they're ready, they'll come.
Correct. This is beautiful that you have this, like, let people come when they're ready, and make sure you give them the tasters. The thing what I realize you do, and although I know about it, but you did this, is that, and I've actually now understood they break it up into 3 different steps, which is the know, like, and trust. So talk to us a little bit about what happens in those sessions and why that is critical for the liking and the trusting which happens in those sessions. And then finally they're able to take a decision, even if not right away, but the next batch they want to come, or the one after that, or maybe sometimes even 3 years later.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
talk to us a little bit about how a coach like you have figured out intuitively that you need to get them to like you and trust you, and what you do to make sure that happens.
So I would say that, as it is, I have a name called Back to Source. No, it's, and that name, like, what the hell is that? What does it mean, back to source? Then I very, very unapologetically say that the work that I do is it's a spiritual based coach training that I offer. Coach training is spiritual based. My actual coaching is spirit based and presence led. And I'm very unapologetic about it, because I really believe that, bringing the soul back into work, into life, and I mean, it's already there, it's not bringing it back, remembering that there is a soul that exists.
Yeah.
And allowing for that to be the space from which people engage, I really see that as my purpose and place in the world. And therefore, when I invite, so when I reach out to all of these people, it sounds so esoteric to them that they are intrigued, but they don't know what the hell this is about.
Right.
So it's important for them to have an experience of it, right? I also collaborate with people who I have been greatly influenced by, who have taught me, and I bring their work to India. And even though they are, different color and different shape and form, the essence of what they are saying and what we are saying is identical, right? And so, but I have to create a space for them to experience their presence and experience my presence, for them to be able to trust us.
Okay.
And therefore, the term that we've coined is really fireside chat, which is, there's no fire in it. It's just that everyone joins and we're sitting together, and people leave with a really warm feeling. So maybe that's the fireside part of it.
Right.
But it really ignites something in people, and they take back something of value from that. So whether they do the program with us or not, I know that having come for that session, they are moved in some way or the other.
Right.
And that's enough,
That's
right? We're just igniting the spark.
Yeah.
Then for those who want to, say, okay, fine, I get this whole piece, but your coaching sounds the spiritual based thing. I mean, will it really work in an organization? And even though I tell them 99% of my clients are, all my one-on-one clients are within an organizational space, they'll still wonder, will it work? Because what I've sensed is that there is this deep yearning that people have for it, but they don't have the courage to call it out because there's no business case for it, right?
Right.
So for them to have an experience of it, both my partners, my spiritual partners and myself, take somebody from the audience and coach them live. So that then, and really we believe, and it has happened in all our sessions, that what happens for one happens for all. So even though there's one person who's sitting in the hot seat, so to speak, being coached by either myself or my partners, the idea is that all our challenges actually are identical. They just come in different forms. So somebody else is bringing their challenge and you can relate to it somewhere in your life. And as you see this person through the coaching process shifting and revealing aspects of himself and remembering who he really is, because that's the nature of the work that we do. Everyone says, oh wow, if it's possible for him, maybe it's possible for me. So if I can experience this, then maybe I can take this work to others. But still there may be a hesitation. So then we do a third piece where we say, come like for an open house, where you can ask us anything you want and we'll answer whatever we can from our heart. And so that's the other. So we keep inviting people into these experiences.
Right.
And when it sparks something, and you spoke something about, what did you say? No,
like, and trust.
No, like, and trust. So one would think that, wow, if there are 80 people coming for a fireside chat, or you should have like a complete big list of people. No, we don't. Not everyone signs up immediately.
Right.
Some people, like you were saying, come after 2 years, 3 years, but that's fine. As long as people are coming for the experience, we know that there will always be people who will keep coming for this work. And our role is just to be that messenger. But the trust piece of it is, very recently, there's somebody who I don't even know, has not even attended any of our fireside chat or our unplugged or any of our open houses, or knows anything about me or my work. It's not even remotely in my network. He called me very recently and he said that there is somebody who I know who attended a fireside chat of yours. And he said that since I am going through this in my life, I should speak to you. So can you make some time to speak to me? And then he signed up as my one-on-one coaching client. Right? So you just have to do the work. You have to just show up. You have to share and love and give, and it'll happen when it has to happen.
Right. Amazing. No, that's so true. I relate to everything you're saying, and I do my own work like that. I'm not so focused on the deal closing or the result. But if you just show up and just be there for the person, the other one just will see the value.
Yeah.
And when it's supposed to take form and flower, that's not up to me. And then I think that also, people are so used to the abhi wo kuch bechne wali hai. Abhi kuch bolega. Now she's going to send us the price tag. Now everybody's so anxious with that. Abhi, what is he or she going to sell to me?
Yeah.
Which I have to have my guards up with your format, and I love it because and I think this is something we should now start doing. Leave it open. Don't immediately push them. Okay, we have now the clock ticking, and there are many places I've seen this happen. Like we have 5 more minutes. This discount offer is going to go. Book now. I'm like, wait, I don't know. Let me think about it. So I love the fact that you're always open. Your doors are always open, and it's not that you want to push them to close the deal right now, which is great. I think, especially in the coaching field.
But I want to say one thing.
Yes.
Is that it's not that I don't have an early bird offer,
Okay,
a special bird offer, or special price, full price. I have all of that.
okay,
So I think that I'm also very commercially savvy to say that all of this also exists.
right.
And I say that upfront to everyone. I
Okay.
even tell them when they come for these experiential sessions
Okay.
that we're having these experiential sessions
Right.
so that you can decide if this is the format that works for you. And
Right.
if you want, then this is the details about. So I'm saying that also. It's not that it's just, I don't shy away from, sharing what is it that we're selling. I don't like the word selling. I like to say is what we're offering them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And, but I think that it's more a mindset piece of it, to have the patience to say that I can only make the offer.
Yes.
I can enjoy the process of giving them that experience, which I
Right.
do tremendously,
Yes.
whether it is getting them in or having that experience. And I can continue to engage in conversation with them till when they're ready. And Rishi, the thing is that there are people who my thing is that till the time the person unsubscribes or says no to me, I will keep making the invitation.
Correct.
The choice is always theirs.
Correct.
I like the choices mine to always keep making the invitation. So I share all of these, not you have 5 more minutes to close, but I share all of these commercially savvy things as well.
Right.
But the intent is always when you are ready, the door is open.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's nice. I appreciate that input as well. And thank you for sharing that. But I want to ask you, so the problem that got solved was that you could handle a bigger volume of
Yeah.
people, and the funnel is always dripping with new people.
Yeah.
So these are the two things that would have got addressed.
Yeah.
That you don't have to worry about relying on your local network and referrals of your people that you know, even from the unknown, and targeted. These are targeted people. We're not just sending invitations to everybody
Yeah.
on LinkedIn. We're sending it to specific people who either match a particular title or a particular location and things like that. So you're getting target, and at the same time, you don't know them, and they are coming into your domain.
Yeah.
They're entering your house now, and they're getting to know who you are and what you're offering. So these were some of the things that you felt, if it wasn't for this technology, you didn't know what would have been able to help you to get that. How has it been in terms of cost effective? Is the solution well within your budget? Is it expensive or is it super cheap? Whatever you'd like to share on so far, how it has panned out for you.
So again, there are a couple of things from everything that you asked and shared. One is that I think this approach that you have introduced me to is a head and heart approach. The thing is that we do what I find that is most magical and what I enjoy as well is working with you per se.
Okay.
Because it feels like, don't worry, I've got this. Like, I can go and tell anything that Rishi, this is what's happening and this is what's happening here. And in this technology, this is it. And I know that Rishi will come up with a solution. So one is, I'm not scared of technology. If I see something that, I can leverage it this way, whether it is ChatGPT or it is Canva or it is an AI tool or whatever it is that I read about, I know that I have Rishi to go to and he will figure something out, whether it's like that CRM that we've been talking about.
Right.
Anything related to do with technology, my fear of that is completely gone away because it's such a joy to work with you on that piece. That's one.
Okay.
Second, like I said, is that, and then to think that, okay, what are the kind of people that I want to reach out to? That's the head piece, which we think together. So you're a great thinking partner to think about that. What about this people? What about those? Oh, you don't want it to go here. What about here? What about there? So we think through that whole process together. Yeah. So I have a great partner with whom I can think through this whole process. Right?
Think of that as being valuable.
Of course, immensely valuable, right? So I feel that you're vested in my success, which is also fabulous, which there's no price to pay for that, right? So that's really your, that's the joy of working with you.
Thank you.
The third piece of it is that, the kind of coaching that I do is completely stepping into the unknown. So stepping into the unknown is the space which is exciting for me. So talking to all these people who I don't know, and here is somebody who is bringing a steady supply of people I don't know. What better thing can there be in that, right?
Right.
Because coaching is all about inviting and being comfortable with the unknown.
Wow.
So it links perfectly well with that as well, that piece.
I didn't think of that as something that you look forward to. I guess you're right. Most people are like, who are these people and how will they respond to my mail? Will I get rejected and all those things? Wow, you look at it as this is exciting.
Of course, it's so exciting, and you hear about so many different people. And of course, you have to do all the other stuff as well. I mean, it's not just this, your post. I mean, there has to be alignment across everything else that you're doing. You can't just show up here in this way and then everywhere else it's some other stuff there. So there has to be that alignment, because I see that people go and see when I post something somebody new who's come into my first level contacts, I'm seeing that, oh, they're viewing my profile completely.
Right.
So before accepting, all the people are viewing the profile also to say, hey, should I really accept with this person?
Right.
So you have to be consistent with all of that, engage with that piece meaningfully.
Right.
And so I feel that there is an effort that is put in at my end. There's an equal amount of effort that is put in at your end. And I think the fee that I'm really paying for is the technology piece of it, really, and for you to have you in that time. And since it's a fee that I think is nominal, I would say, to the extent that the joy that this comes from it is more than the fee. So I won't say that it is cheap. I won't say that it is expensive. I won't say that it's just right. I think I've never looked at money as like a fee that you have to pay. It's like really more an enabler. And I'm having fun, so why not continue this for a lifetime? It's like more the people to meet and keep doing it. And I think that I was always somebody, you've known me since I was a kid. I'm very easy to talk to people.
Right.
But, to have someone with whom you can bounce these ideas off, but then to say, oh, I'm keeping on bringing people to your playing field.
Right.
And I'm also showing you a way to maximize your time of engagement. So I write all the messages I want to share at one go. So it doesn't even take so much time to reach so many people. If I had to do it on my own, I think my database must have expanded by at least 1,000 people by now. Right? I think so.
Maybe
maybe two. You probably know.
7,000.
Right? Because I know that every day I'm adding few more people to my database. That's for sure. I'm not even checking the numbers as to how many it has increased by.
Right.
But the fact that every day I'm adding some new people to my database, and it's not taking me too much time and effort from me, and I'm having a blast doing it, it's worth it.
Now, this is fabulous. I think people who listen to this would be, especially people who are coaches, they would really take much more than just the information you shared. Your energy is lovely. And I think hopefully they relate to a lot of the things you said. And hopefully they get in touch with me.
I'm telling you, I'm your biggest advocate.
I know.
When if you go to a restaurant and eat some great food, I love to share it with everybody. I've had such a fabulous taste. So I keep sharing it with multiple people. I should share another piece with you, because all the people I've introduced you to are coaches.
Right. And they're my fabulous target audience.
Yeah. And so they're all coaches. And I feel that, and somebody once asked me, I won't take their name, in this thing that, Arun, why are you sharing Rishi with everybody else? You're like shrinking your market. And somebody asked, very close to me, asked me this question, like, keep Rishi only to yourself kind of thing.
Right.
I said, no, if you taste something good, you have to share it with everybody else. And look at it that together we're expanding the market to do this kind of work that is so needed in this world, right? So
because you also will not be able to cater to beyond X number of people.
No, even if I can cater to every single person that exists, I think there'll always be a demand for more.
Okay.
Because I think that this kind of work, inner work, the knowing that there is, because like coaching is a new industry. It's hardly 25, 26 years old industry, right? So the thing is that many people become coaches. Everyone calls themselves a coach, consultant, mentor. But very few retain that for so many years. And the people who retain it will need to have people like you who support them, or an enabler, and the passion that I have to keep it going. And the world's our stage.
Awesome.